Hello, folk project. I'll greet you officially in a couple minutes. I'm trusting you can hear me out there. Well, yay, Arizona. 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 I love that song. Oh, Kathleen, I'm excited you're here too. Yay. Yeah, you guys. It's going to be fun. Hi, Jane. Well, Bob, how'd you find out how to be here? Good for you. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Jim. Excellent. I'm glad you guys are here. Oh. Projectiles? Is that what these people are called? Oh, my God. Projectiles. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. Holy smokes. Projectiles. Oh, Lord. Only folk music. Woo! No, there's not a song in that. You write it then, Kathleen. If you think there's a song in it, you write it. Oh, my goodness. Holy smokes. It's 7 o'clock. And do you know what time it is? It's time for the Folk Project concert thing. What you guys are calling it? The Acoustic Folk Project Acoustic Stayaway audience, and thank you for attending this e-concert project. That's what this is, and I'm happy to play. My name is Vance Gilbert. If you didn't already know that, I would figured you'd know who this was because you're the one that signed up to do this. I'm just here to play. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. One is as sweet as your very first kiss, the other gonna go down strong. Neither one will sustain you, when the other make your belly lame and go wrong. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. And you can sing yourself a lullaby like your mama sang to you. Hers was just like a ringing a bell, yours is like a worn out shoe. She had a voice just like honey, yours just like leather nails and blue. You can sing yourself a lullaby like your mama sang to you. Oh, yeah. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow, but yesterday done come and gone. Hijack the pie and the whiskey, kidnap your mama's soul. Oh, with worn-out shoes, made for walking. You better get walking. You ain't gonna be here long. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow. You can sing yourself a lullaby. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. Yeah, or no, I guess I just say at the end of that song. I'm so glad you guys are here. Clap signs, I love it. This sound is pretty good, isn't it? For YouTube and one of these USB microphones. I'm pretty proud of it. You've played before. Goodbye, Pluto. So long to your tradition and your solo life's ambition of just whirling around the sun. Goodbye, Pluto. Being number 9 was nice till you lost your planetary status. Now you're simply rock and ice. There are 8 that spin before you, and they use up all the rays that the sun gives to her children to turn the night to day. So goodbye, Pluto. I know it doesn't seem quite fair. 3,000 million miles away, and God just leaves you there, and I think I understand. When the spin gets out of hand, sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Goodbye, Pluto. All this bidding you do, but both of us know better that you're orbiting me through. Never mind the Pluto. With one roll around the sun, 250 years go by, and when that year is done, by the time, Pluto, they'll be dead and gone to dust, taking their equations with them. Their opinions gone to rust, and I think I understand. When the spin gets out of hand, sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Oh. Goodbye, old me. You were useful while you lasted. Now I'm dropping off that bastard that kept springtime out of reach. Farewell, you old familiar, as you track your way through space. There comes a time when all of us are done and get replaced. So goodbye, Pluto. You'll be salty for a while, but a couple trips around Old Sol, and you'll be back in style, and I think I understand when the spin gets out. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Hey, Bernie, good to see you, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm shouting thank you at people that aren't really right, but right here. Thank you. It's so silly. I've written some new songs. I hope you don't mind me reading them off a little bit because I haven't had time to memorize all of them. But yeah, I've written some new things. Yes, I have. And I'm going to sing one of them right now if I can find it. Yeah, I'm going to sing one. Give me a second. I've been busy. Clearly, I have not been busy cleaning. Here it is. I'ma love you from over here. Never mind that insistent swivel in your hips. You can pucker up all you want. It's way too far to kiss them lips. But I'ma love you from over here. You just stay right there in your place as I gaze deep into your eyes with these binoculars on my face. Do you recall the days we took a chance and wrapped it up and made romance, then snapped it off once we knew each other's middle names? Now the days to show you care, you stay your cute ass over there and promise not to share air. That's the same. I'ma love you from over here. I see you sweetly wave hello. Did you just sneeze? I gotta go. I'ma love you from over here. Remember getting tested once your heartstrings got invested, and the evening that we first went skin to skin. Now to show your heart and soul, it's best to use a 10-foot pole and pray to God the feeling can be maintained for 2 weeks through a 3-meter long, 1-inch diameter piece of white pine. But I'ma love you from over here. Imagine being in your arms, then you cough and the dream is gone. love you from over here. I'ma love you from over here. You see your sweet, you wave hello. Then you sneeze and I gotta go on. I'ma love you. Ooh, yo, I'ma love you from over here. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Can you tell I never really played the blues? All right, Bob, yeah, I'll do the John Prine song. Don't worry, Mark. I've been told I'm not supposed to do songs here that other people have written because we're not licensed for that. Although YouTube feed is automatically licenses you for that. Facebook does not. Yeah, Mark's talking about donate. Here's a song. John Prine was quite sick with COVID-19, and he was in critical condition for a couple of days, and now he is in stable condition. I think he might be off the ventilator at this point, but he is stable, and everyone is very happy about that. And so I wrote a John Prine-ish song in tribute to him. I know, isn't that great news, Mark? Fresh ripe peaches in a clear glass bowl. Couple next door, out for a stroll. Clothesline humming, I can hear it sing when the wind is blowing through everything. Last day of winter, first day of spring. It ain't that easy, like a broke kite string. You come up with nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Kitchen table covered with magazines, fresh cup of coffee, franks and beans, daffodils blooming by the garden stairs. I don't remember even planting them there. Last day of winter, first day of spring. It ain't that easy, like a broke kite string. You come up with nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Whippoorwill whistling, robin on the wing, fresh cut apple, telephone ring. Any interruption is good enough for me. I hang up and blame the phone company. Last day of winter, first day of spring. It ain't that easy, like a broke kite string. You come up with nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Last day of winter, first day of spring. Ain't that easy, like a broke kite string. Come up with nothing, see what tomorrow brings. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Trying to make a life out of simple things. Oh my God, I'm so good. No, I think one of my happiest moments is when I'm in a creative spot enough to try to imitate someone that I viciously admire. And John Prine is the king of taking a simple thought and simple words and turning those things into relics that are eternal. So I'm hoping that song might make him proud. And thank you, Bob. I thought you might dig that. Thank you, everybody. That's cool. Cool. I'm glad you dug it. Don't trust your daughter if she calls your boss by his first name. Don't trust the pilot if you find him down on one knee and praying. Don't trust your butcher if he's reading Vegetarian Times. Don't trust your bookies over under Christians and lies. What were you thinking? You ought to know better by now. Alamo wasn't enough for you. You bought a ticket on the Lusitania. What were you thinking? When you're in your right mind, dinner drinks in the first class seat, cruising on the Hindenburg. Don't trust your barber if his boy ain't on your little league team. Don't trust your mama if you and your daddy don't look the same. Don't trust your preacher if he brings a Bible to a gunfight. Don't trust your kitty if he smiles and the canary is quiet. What were you thinking? You ought to know better by now. Bed and breakfast on Mount Vesuvius, shopping in whole Pompeii. What were you thinking? Were you in your right mind? Hanging around, crack a torch, admiring all the pretty lights. What were you thinking? Hey. What were you thinking when you did that thing? What were you thinking? Oh, God. What were you thinking? Woo! Yeah. High, Debbie, high. Oh, yeah, down. Don't trust the judge if you cut him off on San Pedro Drive. Don't trust the jury if you dated numbers 2, 3, and 5. Don't trust your lawyer if he winks and blows a kiss to your wife. Don't trust the hangman if he winks and blows a kiss to your wife. What were you thinking? You ought to know better by now. Fresh air on a motel balcony in Memphis, Tennessee. What were you thinking? Or were you in your right mind? Hanging around, crack a torch, mine on the pretty lights. What were you thinking? Yeah. What were you thinking when you did that thing? What were you thinking? Who takes a vacation in Poland? September 1939. Hey. Oh. Cliff Eberhardt, what are you doing here? It's a real busman's holiday having Cliff here. Hey, Cliff, it's good to see you. It's like as contemporary to me, people that I love, I would say he's about the best. He's just got it all. Cliff, I'm gonna tell a story about you. We were in I was in Colorado, and I had just finished a string of gigs, and I was exhausted and sleepy and hungry, and I checked into a hotel, and I checked into this hotel, and now around the corner from the hotel was a Subway sandwich shop, and I went down. I just walked down to the Subway sandwich shop, and I was walking out of the sandwich shop with Cliff Everhart. And just Cliff and I have been friends for years. We've helped each other through some outside of Boulder. That's right. We've helped each other through some tough scuffles from time to time. And we just love each other. But this was very funny. So rather than going, oh my God, it's Cliff. We just at the door, we just went, how you doing? And then he waited for me to get my sub, and we went back to his room at another hotel just to hang out and eat. And I had just written a new song, and I had a really creaky voice because I was overworked and I could barely sing it. But I said, I said, Cliff, I want you to hear this song that I wrote. I didn't play it on any of the gigs because it wasn't ready, but I knew I could play it for him. And he would be honest about it, and he loves me, so he's got to say good things about it. And this is that song. And he said, "It doesn't matter what your voice is." I'll never forget this, Cliff. You said, "Doesn't matter what your voice is." At the point in time when you sing this song, this is the best song you'll ever sing. Unfamiliar moon. Stars are out of place. Everything is new. Everything has changed. Like a baby child just has to cry when she sees it for the first time, and she don't understand. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. That can't be our song. Those are the words I know. The melody's all wrong, but the DJ says that's how it goes. Like a child is to learn on his own. You get too close to a bird and she'll be gone. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. This can't be my house. How can this be home? I don't recognize it anymore. Each step to the front door is higher than I've known. It's like climbing up a mountain, 'cause now I climb alone. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Now then there's no you. Everything is new like this unfamiliar moon. Whew. Hi, Louise. That's Cliff's partner right below you there. I'm in stereo. Oh, that's great. Do I need to sing out of each side of my mouth? Because I guarantee you I'm in my... Oh, Bob, thank you so much. A lot of famous people here. Bob Hunt is a world-known model aviation model builder and flyer, and he's been the operations manager and editor of 2 magazines that most of us know. So he's on here. Louise, as a magnificent singer-songwriter in her own right, and she has this song about that song about the woman in Civil War woman with damn Louise, that song, woo, because we did a gig together and she played that song and she went on first. I don't know why. But man, I had to follow that. Oh, you like my tree of pimp shoes? I get to, I go, now which kind of pimp do I need to be each day? Should I go with the orange or the red or the buck? I don't know. It depends on the day and at the moment. Oh, that was so much fun, Louise. But anyway, we don't want to, you people are, you're having fun. And this is a blast. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Well, I'm just thinking how inappropriate this song might be at this point. It's a song about zombies. Sorry. Once upon a time when we were dead, just wandering around, biting and eating everybody all over town. Not a lot of brain function at the old spinal cord junction. So we amble and we ramble and make the strangest of sounds. With all that tromping and marauding and human smokers bored and other zombie business, a zombie surely can't get bored. So when 2 zombies meet each other and bump foreheads, it's no mistake. It's a perfect opportunity for some zombie patty cake. Clap the back of both hands, and the right, then the left, then the wrist of your friends. You hope your arms don't fall off and your elbows don't break. Other than that, have yourself a good time. Play some zombie patty cake. Well, I think I ate the sailor that went to CCC. He tastes kind of salty. Well, at least he did to me. And I remember very fondly that baker just as fast as he can. I have it on good authority that he's the sweetest old man. Yeah, we have lowered expectations whenever we try to dance, because you're bound to step on somebody's foot and take down their zombie pants. And if zombie pants falling down wasn't the worst mistake, when your leg come clean off with it, it's time for zombie patty cake. Clap the back of both hands, and the right, and then the left, then the wrist of your friends. We thought about square dancing, but those rules, for goodness sake, let's do something we can handle. Let's play some zombie patty cake. So if you ever wake up and find yourself dead, and you and your zombie friends walk around scratching your head, and you're looking for entertainment options in which you all can partake, get yourself a zombie partner, play some zombie patty cake. Zombie patty cake, clap the back of both hands, then the right, then the left, then the wrist of your friends. We thought about breakdancing, but really, no. Zombie patty cake, clap, right, left, don't forget the wrists. Arm wrestling's out of the question. There's just too much at stake, so we go with this option. We play some zombie patty cake. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah. What was I going to play for you? I haven't put on new strings for you people. Aren't you thrilled? I can only tune them now. Cliff, you crack me up. Let me play this song for you. Let me bust this Celtic move, as it were. That's how my people say it when we want to play something Celtic. That's what black people say. We bust a Celtic move. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear Atlantic water lap around the eastern shore, as far in as Varnum town. Cannonballs from blockade runners sit silent in the old town ruins. Confederate and Union ships lie mute in their war trade round. It's quiet on the ocean highway, Sandy Creek to Calabash. I coming from Pender County, all because you asked to hold my hand. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear your laughter as it echoes round the eastern shore, as far in as Barnum town. It's quiet on the ocean highway, Sandy Creek to Calabash. I come in from Pender County, all because you asked to hold my hand. When evening falls on Brunswick County, I can hear your laughter as it echoes round the eastern shore, as far in as Varnum town. Thank you so much. Shall we go from there to a full-on R&B mode? That's what the schizophrenic kind of folk music that I do. Oh, 15-minute reminder. Mark says, give me money. Give me the money, Marky. All proceeds go directly to me. Yeah, I know Mike Algernoff used to fly control line. He used to fly combat and stunt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've had long talks about that. So that's how many degrees of separation is that? Hey, yeah, Catalina, Arizona. It's a Mark. Are you sure I can't do? Since this is my feed, are you sure I can't do like a non-public domain song? I can do a cover. You think I can? I'm just axing. I mean, you guys aren't. It's my feed, so I'm just asking you. You know, I'm a rabble rouser. You know how I roll. Or the project lawyer instructed you because your name is on it. That okay, all right, then I'll just do stuff that I wrote. Then fine. All that other stuff, no, Frank, I'm not gonna do it. It's bad enough it's bad enough that my stuff sounds like stuff that other people wrote. I'm gonna get sued for that anyway. Bob, you need to stop writing that. You keep writing that. I'm famous in my house for my model airplane building. I wish somebody else would do this song. If anybody knows Jason Isbell or Aaron Neville or Trish Yearwood, I don't care who does it. Or Jay-Z. It doesn't matter what genre. I wish I was a good man, standing with your hand in mine, doing everything just right. How happy we would be. Instead, you're looking at a no good fool, giving him the sad, sad eye, doing what your good book tells you when you see a man in need. I don't want your charity. You ain't gotta toe that line. If I had a different history, tell me, would it make you mine? If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. Pity on a simple mind. Make a lot of bad mistakes. We never seem to roll 11. We never seem to catch a break. And I've done things there's no excuse for. Ain't no way to turn back time. Busy trying to fix tomorrow by leaving yesterday behind. I hear you come confusing love and forgiveness, making me some special case. If you didn't have to save me, would you love me anyway? If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a broken angel, if I stood at heaven's gate, if I wasn't all this wreckage, tell me, would it be too late? If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good man. If I was a good, 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 good If I was a good man, if I was a good man, thank you very much. Yay, I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you liked it. Trees bend and lean when the cold wind blows. Power lines sag with the weight of the snow. Storms are gonna come, storms are gonna go. You should be here. I've got the covers pulled up to my chin. Left you a key so you can let yourself in. I'll be your respite from the bitter winter wind. You should be here. Spring blossoms hide beneath the frost. Summer seems so far away. But with you in my bed, I'll be warm toe to head. No need for a sunny day. I hear the cars go by in the rain. Their headlights dance on my window pane. I'd give anything just to see you again. You should be here. Yes. Papa did, yes. Spring blossoms hide beneath the frost. Summer seems so far away. But with you in my bed, I'll be a warm toe to head. Yes, you will. No need for a sunny day. No need for the sun in your bed. Yeah. I hear the cars go by in the rain. Oh. Their headlights dance on my window pane. I'd give anything just to see you again. You should be here. You should be here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yay, glad you're here. I only go up at night when the moon is full and the evening breezes blow. I go only high enough to see the ground below. I only go up at night. That's when no one else can see me being foolish and wishing for one more chance to do it all again. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once, then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. You taught me how to fly, and like any son, I wanted to make good my first impression. But words from the wise are wasted on the foolish and the young. Now I only go up at night. The illusion is complete. No one knows of my survival. The twilight hours are mine and mine alone. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once, then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know, now I know. I was so much younger then and blinded by the beauty of the sun. It looked so lovely, I just had to touch it once, then tumbling down into the sea. Now I know. I can hear your voice in the wind. Are you calling to me from the long road? I've been waiting here all my life. Are you calling to me? They're the ones that you call friends. Yes. Yes. Louise, you're beyond kind. You have to say that because you love me and you're cooped up. We go by 31,000 miles an hour. All that's left us are these pictures of where we've been. It's been years since we knew gravitational slingshot. We've used up all of our planets, we fooled our friends. They think that together we hung both the moon and the stars. They see us in orbit, admiring our closeness. But what they don't see is this space in between us. the millions of miles that defy diagnosis. We were like rockets, oh, anticipation, countdown and fire. Our making love left us breathless, and the rest without atmosphere. And if we were braver, we'd just fly by like voyagers. But our greatest intentions leaves us sharing a couple slices and a beer. One day I swear I'll just fire up these engines and be well past Alpha Centauri before you even notice. But what would we do with this space in between us? The millions of miles that defy diagnosis. Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Folk Project people and Catalina people. Thank you so much for aligning yourselves with this. And thank you, Cliff and Louise and Bob and you folks and Mark. I'm not signing off yet, but they want me to be done at 8. So maybe I'll just tell a story. A little story about me as a kid. From my childhood, I grew up in Philadelphia, and we had everything we might need. But my parents moved to New Jersey, and I found them eventually, and we had to take care of ourselves as kids. This was the late 60s, early 70s, and that's how we had to do it. We had to take care of ourselves as kids, even in the city or in the suburbs or anywhere else we would need to be, because that's how it was back then. If you were one of those kids, if you fell off your bicycle and busted your head open, you were just one of them kids that didn't do math. That's all. We didn't have no helmets. Nobody wore helmets as a kid. That's how we rolled it. So we had to take care of each other because we were brown and tall, Jew and small, freckled, fat and buck-toothed, flat, black and broken, short and Christian, with teeth and hair in every direction. We were 20 different ways on how to pitch or catch a ball, but the day before November was the best day of the fall. Now, little Mikey Lundy had a dad who beat him daily for nothing anyone could ever put their finger on. As if he needed reason, it was always open season on Mikey when he came home late to all the whiskey gone. Now, little Mike was especially keen to be the Hulk at Halloween because he could wear a suit of green and hide the cuts and bruises. Hell, for one night, we could all just be just what we wanted to be most. Robber, princess, vampire, ghost, whatever our muses chooses, because we were brown and tall, Jew and small, freckle fat, buck-tooth flat, black and broken, short and Christian, with teeth and hair in every direction. We were 20 different views on which superhero had it all, but the day before November was the best day of the fall. Now, the older boys would spin us stories of Miller's Field and of a man that crossed old Mr. Miller and then disappeared from sight. And if you squint, the street light on the corner of 5th and Mason cast a 10-foot scarecrow shadow guarding Miller's Field at night. But that didn't stop the older boys from laying flaming bags of poop on old man Miller's front porch stoop and then doing the knock and run. We see a leg come from behind the door and stomp it out, and that is all we ever saw of old man Miller as long as we were young, because we were brown and tall, Jew and small, freckle fat, buck-tooth flat, black and broken, short and Christian, with teeth and hair in every direction. We were 20 ways to know which superhero was the one of all, but the day before November was the best day of the fall. Now, we hated the candy apples that the Gormans dropped into our bag. They gummed up all the other stuff with their icky, sticky splatter. So Mikey's big idea, of course, let's leave them on old Miller's porch. Shout, trick or treat, stinky feet, and then bang the door and scatter. So here he was, but 4'3" and braver than both you and me, tiptoeing with 10 apples on their dirty bamboo skewers. He rapped that door, and how he flew, the fastest 4-foot hulk we knew, abandoning those treats of goo and all murderous pursuers, because we were brown and tall, Jew and small, freckle fat, bug-tooth flat, black and broken, short and Christian, with teeth and hair in every direction. We were 20 ways to slap the side of pinball at the mall, but the day before November was the best day of the fall. As Halloweening slowed its pace and we'd visited every neighbor's door, we snuck past old man Miller's place and the apples weren't there anymore. So one by one with pillowcases, booty filled and chocolate faces, we peeled off from our group for home to make our stomachs sore. The next day on the bus, we tallied peanut butter cups and raisinets and good and plenty when Mikey shrugged and said, "My father never came back home." And we said nothing. We just kept blowing bazooka bubbles and chewing peanut M&Ms instead. The days grew warm and we hit the bikes and shorts and T-shirts, and so did Mike. The only bruise still on that tyke was just above his shoe, where a pedal caught him on the shin, jumping a curb in a banana seat schwinn. That shaver made us all seem braver with all his daring do. He smiled a whole lot more since then, but he never saw his dad again, and speculation has it that that bird just up and flew. But if you pass by Miller's Field at night and squint at that 5th and Mason light, you swear where there was once one scarecrow, now there's clearly two, because we were brown and tall, Jew and small, freckle fat, buck-tooth flat, black and broken, short and Christian, with teeth and hair in every direction. We were 100 different hopes and dreams spray painted on God's wall, but the day before November was the best day of the fall. I want to thank you people for coming out here. It's just a delight that I'm able to bring what I do. Cliff will tell you the same thing. Thank you, Bob. Cliff will tell you the same thing that, yeah, we'd love to make money at these things and everything else, but we need to play. We need to play and not just practice to a wall, because that gives us back what we need to do. It's a matter of practice, and that's just something. Am I right, Cliff? We need the practice. We just need to stay on top of our games, and the best way to do that is, even in a virtual sense, playing for people out there. So I really appreciate you guys supporting this stream when Mark puts it up, and the folk project, their official name is the folk project Acoustic Stayaway. That's the official name. And Kevin, I love the show too. I don't know if you can tell. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cliff. It's a real Busman's holiday, you tuning in. You raised the bar really high, and I hope the suckage quotient was low with you and Louise, who is also an unheralded guitarist. She's a great guitarist, and her time is great. I don't know if it's I break all the rules anyway. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and pop them here, and I'll answer them. But otherwise, I'll just vamp for a little while and run my mouth. And thank you so much too, Joanne. Thanks for being here, and appreciate you spending the kind of time that you could be doing something else in your house, cleaning burners on the stove and that kind of stuff. Dee Dee and Jim, thank you so much. I hope, Dee Dee, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope Jim is doing some building. Tell Jim to drop me a note. Let me know what he's working on, model airplane wise. That would be great. Bob Hunt, you should know Jim. Of course, I can't remember Jimmy. I can't remember your last name right now. But Richard Ye, man, thank you so much for being here. Love you, Louise. Debbie Duran. I didn't sing Old White Men, and we're over time. I don't know what the lawyers say about that. But that's where we're at. So talk about the shoes. I think the shoes. Look, when you're built like I am, I'm built like a toilet paper tube with pipe cleaner arms and legs. But I'm built like a toilet paper cleaner with pipe cleaner arms and legs. So my shoes are what spruces up anything I put on. Otherwise, I look like a barrel with a nice voice. But that's why I wear the fun shoes. I'm told I can do another song. Thanks for asking, Debbie. I never had an encore on the online. Look at it, the numbers going back up. People are tuning back in. What? He's doing an encore. Honey, sign it back up. I was such a strange boy. 40 years or so back then. Fat with big, thick old glasses. Had trouble making friends. Cruising through my neighborhood. Could easily have come to no good end. Till I stumbled into the workshops of old white men. Call your mother, you can stay. That's about all they'd ever say. They'd take the lid off of some old wooden box, and inside would lay a gem made of string, spring, wood, and glue. Right then and there, I'm sure I knew firsthand the raw ingredients of old white men. Oh, white man, get teary-eyed December 7th. Oh, white man, salute every flag they see. Oh, white man, didn't care how cool I couldn't be. A drop of glue will do to helping men. Put the cap on when you're through, said old white man. It was all ball-peen hammers and calipers, dovetail joints and acetone, tubes and printed circuits, screws and spokes and wheels. The difference between truth and opinion. When you're old enough, be sure you vote. And never trust a woman wearing more than 3-inch heels. Oh, white men, living cross-cut chainsaw lives. Oh, white men, they don't talk back to their wives. Oh, white men, thanks to them, I can sharpen your kitchen knives with a stone. Sometimes when I'm alone, I wonder what became of old white men. Do they synchronize their watches as on and on time marches? Do the belts need extra notches as their waistlines grow big and round? I call their wives up often, and I carry their husbands' coffins as these gray hairs of my own chase me down. Over the years I outgrew my awkward situation. I went to college, joined the cause, became the black man I never was. And over the years I learned to view old white men with suspicion, 'cause I'd heard the world was run to ruin by old white men. Last Thursday I was hunched over my Briggs & Stratton mower, trying to adjust this carburetor when the kid come bending my ear. Always bugging me when I'm working. So I said, make yourself seem useful, son. Clean the carbon off that spark plug, wipe it down, and hand it here. Oh, white men, look me squarely in the eyes. Oh, white men, they look right past my skin. Old white men, I can hear them oh so clearly. Are you gonna just stand there with that sanding block, son? or make it so these pieces fit again. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark, for having this idea and letting me be part of it. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for showing up, everybody. Mark wants to get off. Everybody else is just hanging out. Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you, Lindsay. Anybody have any questions? Oh, you're not leaving till you see an airplane. I don't have any up here. This is more my music office. I don't have any that they built up here. I have little knick-knacky things. I've got this. I've got Joe Morton, the actor from Brother from Another Planet and such, is a good friend of mine, and he was in Africa some years ago, and he and his partner brought me this. It's made out of tin cans, and that was a gift. But there's that's my closet. In front of the closet here is a rare bookshelf, and there's tons and tons of resource material over there. So just an average grab. This is the Book of Gloucester Aircraft by the Gloucester Company in England, and it's this is mostly what I have, research books with views in them, and I blow these views up, and I make model airplanes out of them, and they fly with rubber bands, and they're made out of balsa wood and covered with tissue paper, and it's sort of a corner. It's a niche within a niche within a niche kind of thing, and I do this to support that. So that's the airplane hobby thing. I also moderate a couple of websites on civil aviation between the wars, and I also I moderate website. I'll moderate list things, and I also am a member of the Flying Aces International. I'm on their board and such. So I'm kind of a big wig. Yeah, I'm a big ass wig. Yeah. But yeah, that's my model airplane hobby is one of the reasons why I continue to be on the planet, other than just my love for life. What else? What other questions you have for me? Anybody else got something they want to ask? Thank you, Pratt Div, whoever that is. Catalina, Arizona. Yeah, I would love to. I was the lawyers won't let me do it, but I was going to play one of my favorite songs. It's going to end up on an album of mine. One day I'm going to make a country album, but it'll be a pop country album, and it'll be really pared down production wise. And one of my favorite tunes. I hope you can roll your eyes if you like, but by the time I get to Phoenix, I love singing it, and I think I'd kill it. So. Crush it is a word I should be using rather than kill. I think I could crush that tune and beat it up pretty well. Yeah, so I'd love to come out to Arizona. It'd be great. What else? Anybody have any other questions for me? Yeah, it is a great tune, Frank. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. Yo, great. Oh, so you've been out there then, Mark, huh? Oh, good for you. Fantastic. That's a great way to get out there because many clubs and such. I'm big in the music business, like a barnacle's big into shipping. So, oh, Bob, as soon as they lift this thing, and Tom Hallman, he's actually one of the world famous model builders. We're gonna load up the car and come see you and hang out, and you're going to buy us lunch because you are older than us. Anyway, but no, we'll bring you a burrito or something. Yeah, I would love to come hang with you, Bob. It would be a blast, and bring Tommy with me, and we would have a fun time, and also see your guitar and everything else. That would be a lot of fun for sure. Oh, well, Gene, I think so too. Oh my God. I just think there's a lot of material and I also want to challenge myself. I'd like to challenge myself for country wise and try things that you wouldn't think would fly. I was wondering if there was a way for me to do a decent and not corny version of The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, because it was such a haunting tune for me as a kid. I just remember the thing about that tune is that it told this story, and the story went by, and I've looked at it, but it frightens the hell out of me. I don't know if I could pull it off, but it might be worth trying. Maybe I'd give Vicki Lawrence a call and say, Vicki, how'd you do this? I don't know her, but that would be one of the tunes I'd attempt. But for the country album, it would be I'd probably redo For the Good Times. I might do Rainy Night in Georgia again. Funny How Time Slips Away, Willie Nelson. Try to do a male version of Jolene. By the Time I Get to Phoenix, did I say that one already? Wichita Lineman. Woo, boy, Wichita Lineman. I love that one too. So that's about 5 tunes there, 5 or 6, and I don't want to dig too deep into the country thing. I want to stay on the top, and that's going to annoy people because I think they want a hard country album. Sunday Morning Coming Down. Oh my gosh, Bob, that is a great suggestion. That would be such a great suggestion. Yeah. Making your own version. Yeah. Frank's right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it would be, I can just imagine it as a swing word. That's a night that the lights went. Okay, can't sing much of it, but I want to make it so that people can listen to it too and remain true to a little bit of the tradition anyway. But No Letter Today, Hank Snow, as done by Ray Charles. I'll probably do a version of Georgia, just because if I didn't, people wouldn't think I was black. I'll just tease, but I would do a version of Georgia. It would be fun. And that's a good list so far from my country album. Any other questions for me? Yeah, it does sound like a great lineup, doesn't it, Jane? Frank's like, you're black? Oh, I did this funny story the other day. Oh, Spanish Angel. I don't know that. I'm going to write that down. I have to look it up. Spanish Angel. Who wrote it, Bob? Do you remember? Yeah, Rich Tall Lyman is an unbelievable song. I think it's in my top 5 songs of all time. Early Morning Rain. Oh my gosh, that's a great one. That's great, Gene. No, Lindsay, let me ask you something. Do you think Angel from Montgomery is actually a country song? Or would you say John Prine is more like the head of the new now alt country movement? Would you call that a country song? I'm having trouble calling it. That's more like a country produced. If I'm going to do Angel from Montgomery, I might as well do some Bonnie Raitt. Yeah, I could make it a country song, but I'm going to do country songs and do them my way. So I don't want to pull things down into the country. 7 Spanish Angels. Oh wow. Willie and Ray Charles. Oh, that sounds like fun. But yeah, so that's going to be a thing. And one of the other things I want to do is learn enough Brazilian Portuguese to do a decent album of bossa nova, because I've become enamored with João Gilberto and his work. So and he's gone. He died last year, and so that's another one of my goals. So during this, the Sheriff's, what is that a song? A George Jones tune. Probably pull some George Jones and that would be great. Yeah, Deborah, it'd be so much fun to do a bossa nova album. It would be such a blast. Um, and and just to get some of the language down so that I'm not always um, of like phonetically. Just I can do a couple tunes phonetically, but I haven't really learned the language enough to make it really work. So, oh, this is fun musing with you guys. What a blast! And just appreciate your suggestions and such. It's just wonderful that you guys, have that much interest. And well, people are signing off, and Mark is like, what's going on here? It's not a talk show, Vance. Louise. Oh, you mean by say Louise is not half bad. It was written on the walls of subway trains. That's a great song. Would you call Louise a? Who wrote Louise? The Sheriff's Wife. I don't know that one. Wow. I'm writing that one down too. Sheriff's Wife. Oh, nice suggestions, guys. Bonnie did a version of The Sheriff's Wife, huh? Wow, okay. I don't know that. Leo Kottke didn't write Louise, did he? I'm not sure, but he did the solid version of it. Oh, listen, Jim. Oh my gosh. Oh, craziest gig. Craziest gig ever. Like 25 years ago, I was dreading this gig. It was going to be in a lunchroom with the speakers up in the corners and playing through a microphone on a podium. And it was one of the best gigs of my life. And it was for a Eastern Tandem bicycle rally, people. And we had, oh my God, it was one of the best gigs ever. I ate like a monster. I played really well. I made 1 million fans that night. It was so much fun. Yeah, Gene, do you know that Sergio Mendes in Brazil 66, the women, none of those women spoke Portuguese. They all learned phonetically too. So, yeah, Bob, I know it's pseudo country, the stuff that I'm looking at. It's like, and I would say that clearly. I was like, look, this is the stuff that I heard on the radio. Green grass of home. That would be another one that I would do that people go like, oh, really? That's not country. But it was country for me because that's what came across the radio as country. And I would make that really clear. All right, I'll ask Mark about The Sheriff's Wife. That sounds cool. Nothing's wrong with country. Nothing's wrong with country. It depends on what you call country, Deborah. That's what we're talking about. I'm ready to. The Ironbound in Newark, all Portuguese. I don't know what that means, but obrigado for telling me. Pancho and Lefty. Yeah, see? Now we're getting into singer-songwriter. Paul Seibel. That's right. Okay. That's right. I don't know if either one of those is a country. They're singer-songwriter. I'm not sure I'd call Pancho and Lefty country. Yeah, Towns Van Sant. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd call that country. So we can argue about that. Yeah, Debbie, yeah. Country is an attitude. Yeah, tell that to Ray Charles when he did his country album. 2 of them. 2 albums. Volume 1 and Volume 2. Just in case he didn't piss anybody off enough with Volume 1. What's that guy doing? And then he comes up with Volume 2. 3 chords and the truth. Okay, cool. Lindsay, you're so funny. I know, right? We got him planned, and we can just get him. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Ken Burns called it country. He did. All right. Harlan Howard. Oh yeah. I had Laurie McKenna and I have a tune that is supposed to be distributed by Harlan Howard. Xavier Cook. Oh my gosh. Della Caracciolo. Well, that name would fly anyway. But she sang Spanish phonetically, huh? Yeah, Portuguese has been harder sometimes because it's got Portuguese is like Spanish as spoken by people who refuse to stop speaking German. All of a sudden, it sounds Spanish, then there's and these guttural sounds that, when combined, it's just unbelievably beautiful. Blue hairs drop. Hey, Bob, that is so ageist, man. Dude, that's ageist. Well, he's talking about himself. It is true, Tom. It is true. It's so yeah. So there's so much music to do. I'm dumbfounded with what I don't know. I mean, at this recent album, Good Man, which you can get in numerous ways, is probably the best thing I've done, and it's the one that I can listen to. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because it's I think it crossed it was a Rubicon of sorts. It's an album that I felt like I finally come into my own. The publicist I got was a highfalutin publicist that he played it for his wife, and she said, "I know you've got all these other people to work for, but you've got to publicize this guy's album." And yeah, Roy Rogers would be great. And it's just taken me. I tell my students this. I tell them it takes as long as it takes to get the thing done that you do. So I'll be 62 in October, and I'm just now vocally and guitar wise and stylistically and skill wise all coming into my own right now. And it's one of the most exciting things to think. Yeah, the Virch, it's Virch merch, Tom. You can buy Virch merch at the merch table. Oh, Bob, you ain't that much older than I am. So I know you probably got an autographed copy of the Bible, but you ain't that much older than. Woo! But yeah, I think it's so funny. I'm thinking about this country album, but now I've been writing these tunes like this John Prine tribute kind of thing. And I don't know if I'm a Love You From Over Here will end up on an album or not. It's kind of one of those tunes that you write and you. Oh my gosh, Bob! I didn't realize that you were that old. Holy smokes! You're 12 years old. All right. Well, you play with model airplanes. So what are you gonna say? Yeah, of course you're 12. That's about when I started with model planes too. By the way, Bob, 12 years old in Willingboro, New Jersey. That's when I started building control line. I built a Ringmaster Junior, and then I was working on a Nobler when I started when I went into the other part of my model building career. But yeah, the glue. Yeah, we didn't have no open windows when I used glue. We didn't need no open windows. Yeah, those were the days, man. Oh my gosh. I think that made me who I am today. I had there were some Bob, you might remember these people, the Hesses out of Willingboro, New Jersey. They flew Rat Race and Goodyear racers, and they lived 2 doors down from me, and that's what got me into actually flying models. I don't know if you remember Howard Hess and Bill Hess. Those were the guys that flew in the 70s that flew these other type of model airplanes. Don't get confused, people out there. I do the rubber band ones. Yeah, I think Howard ended up in doing some speed. Yeah, but he was mostly, when I was hanging with him, he was doing Goodyear and Rat Race. So, oh, you had a Skyhawk, Andrew. Okay, cool. I'm hoping that this is a horrible thing to hope, but being given this lemonade, I'd love to see some lemons being made, and I'd love to see some of these cottage industry come alive with people wanting to do things with their hands and build more models and do things with glue and pick the glue off your well, you can't put your hands in your mouth, but pick the glue off your fingers and build model airplanes and do things with your hands. It opens up another whole part of your brain. That would be the coolest thing. So look this hobby I am no, Bob, no. I am not going to take control line and go around a circle. I did that as a kid, but you're not going to get me behind that and wreck your finely built competition a plane. No, unless no, Bob. Okay, I might. No. Supercharger soy oil. Well, we do something like that. We actually have rubber motor lubricants that are made specifically for our hobby. Who is that? That knows that Deborah's here too. Who is that? You go, hey, you know what? If you get me on a model airplane and I'm going around in a circle and we've had lunch, oh, you will see lunch. You will see lunch, sir. Oh my goodness, you people are so funny and fun. Well, I guess that's all the questions you have for me and such. I really appreciate you spending this extra time, little extra half hour of hanging with me and my shoes. And that's actually clean laundry in there that needs to be put away. I'm going to do that. And Bob, thanks for being in my corner. Mark, all you people that stuck around, all you Catalina people, thank you for listening. Love you too, Mark. This was it was a great meetup. That sounds, I don't know, Deborah, that sounds kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a meetup. Please stay tuned for more of this here. Every Monday night, I have Vance Gilbert's Monday night acoustic pajama party at 7:30. Number 4 is coming up, and the theme is songs in 3/4, 7/8, waltzes, and other stuff. So that's every Monday night at 7:30 on YouTube. You can find the actual address over on Facebook. So take that, Facebook. And Roy FM, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you in the for real at some point. And yeah, that would be just so great to see you guys. Thank you, Jim, for sending me some money. I appreciate that. Something just came through. And VanceGilbert.com to find out other stuff. And ciao, Bellows. Appreciate it. Love you. Wash your hands. And when you go outside and you're near other people, stop breathing. All right. Ciao.